All right, like, click, subscribe, do all that. It's Netflix time. This joint is called Night Stalker, The Hunt for a Serial Killer. So this is one of those true crime documentaries that took place back in 1985 and they want to hunt for a serial killer. It's a limited series. They stretched it to 4 episodes. Each episode is about 48 minutes apiece. So the person narrating most of it is a guy by the name of Gilbert Carillo. Yeah. It goes through a story about how he made detective and then he meets up with one of the high-ranking detectives, Frank Salerno, Frank Salerno, who had solved a number of crimes in the Homicide Bureau detective. Gil was just a young guy on the come-up. I'm not gonna lie to you, this shit gets ill. I guess you could say spoiler alert, because I'm gonna tackle some of the main pieces of this whole arc. So Gil's been assigned to take on this case that involves rapings, murders, and killings. And throughout it, it's also kidnappings too, it's crazy. And he has a wife and 3 kids too, so he's trying to be like anybody else, trying to keep his family safe in the community and whatnot. And here we have Frank Salerno. Long story short, Frank asks his lowly Gil to sponsor his Homicide Bureau detection. Basically wants them to team up, be partners. And Gil's like, hell yeah, this is my dream come true right here. And here we have this innocent bystander named Esther. Why is she important to this story? Because she's one of the first people to see who we now know as the Night Stalker. At the time, he was in there purchasing an AC/DC hat, that band. Yeah, that band that did the entire soundtrack for a movie called Maximum Overdrive with Emilio Estevez in it, but I'm getting off topic. Anyway, as she left the store, she noticed the same guy was trying to run her off the road or whatever, but fortunately, she made it out safe and everything. Why he did it? Who knows who goes to the mind of a serial killer. Long story short, this guy was doing all types of killings in California. Yeah, he was out there killing people, raping people and letting them go, kidnapping kids, doing inappropriate things to them and then letting them go. They thought they had the deposit sketch on them, but not quite. There was one situation where he killed this couple. This particular situation, he killed her, raped her, and then cut her eyeballs out. I mean, nobody can wrap their head around a serial killer, but it's like, why this situation would you subsequently take her eyeballs? Like, what? Yeah, it was some sick shit. Now, throughout the majority of this series, the only really clues they have is his footprint. Now, he had a shoe back then that not a lot of people wore. They got it down to detail being a black shoe, but it was only 6 of them sent to even California. And they distinguished his foot between 10 and 12 feet. I think they said it was 10. One little girl who was 6 at the time was able to escape this serial killer by the name of Anastasia. I can't tell you what happens with her, and you gotta watch the whole thing. Now, this lady named Linda, she's a forensic specialist. She's the one that really agreed with Gil's theory about it being just one person doing all this stuff. Now, because of the natures of these crimes, you had cops thinking it was multiple people doing these horrendous type of crimes, but Gil had it in his head that only one person was doing it. And come to find out, he was right. Spoiler alert, the guy doing this was the evil bastard by the name of Richard Ramirez. I think he died in prison back in 2013 though. If you're into those true crime documentaries, then this is a good one. Night Stalker, The Hunt for a Serial Killer on Netflix. Check it out. Like, click, and subscribe, do all that. You already know it's your boy, Mr. Skitty. Ow, big. Could have got their slogan.